What's up? It's your boy. The other day, I was at the mall shopping for some shoes. Bitch, he walks past me. He's all like, damn. I'm like, cunt, what did you just say? You better not curse in my presence. He says, I meant, ooh, you look pretty nice today. I'm like, thanks, cunt. He's like, you're welcome. What's your name? I'm like, bitch, I ain't telling you my name. I don't know you. You're a stranger. Didn't your mama ever tell you not to talk to strangers? He's like, I'm sorry. I was like, anyway, what's your name? He's like, Carl. I'm like, hi, Carl. Nice to meet you. And I was like, bitch, let me get your number. He was kind of good looking. Whatever, you know. Maybe I hit it and quit it. Whatever. Anyways, he was like, he gave me his number. I wrote it down. Next day, called him up. I was like, what's up, you cunt? What are you doing? He's like, just hanging out with my friend Billy. I was like, he's like, what? I was like, bitch, you better not have no friends named Billy. He's like, I'm sorry, his name's Timmy. I was like, that's better. Anyways, I was like, what are you doing tonight? He's like, nothing, do you want to hang out? I was like, no. And I hung up on that bitch. Then I called him back. I'm like, just kidding. Sure, I'll hang out with you. What do you want to do? He's like, we can go see a movie or something. I was like, I guess, bitch. He's like, okay, I'll pick you up around 7:15. I was like, no, bitch. I ain't gonna have you know where I live. I'll pick you up. He's like, okay. He gave me his address. I'm not requested that shit. He's like, why don't you come around 7:15? I was like, alright. Anyways, I got to his house around 7:16. Got fashionably late. I got there. Rang the doorbell. Old fucking lady walks over. She was like 30-something. I'm like, who are you? She's like, I'm Carl's mom. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna wait for him. Tell him to hurry his ass along. She's like, oh, okay. He got there. He came to the door. I drove him to the movies. He was like, so what are we seeing? I'm like, we're seeing Ratatouille. He's like, what? I was like, bitch, that's right. I like cooking rats. He's like, oh, okay. I was like, do you have a problem with that? He's like, well, I kind of wanted to see something else. It's not a bunch of 8-year-olds. I'm like, bitch, I like it. I like to cook them and eat them. Anyways, he's like, oh, okay, we can watch this. I was like, that's more like it, cunt. And we sat down and we watched it. Got kind of bored. And it was really boring. So fucking bored that I put poison in the popcorn. He eats it and starts going, punch him in the back. Bitch is unconscious. I can call an ambulance or whatever. Take him to the hospital. And like, what happened? I was like, bitch, don't fucking question my authority. Took out my bomb and blew the hospital up. It was raiding sick people for weeks. Unforgivable.